Hello, my name is LaComb, and today I'm going to be doing a video presentation on my topic for the final exams, and it is about the Salem witch trials. And here are 3 facts I learned about the Salem witch trials. So fact number 1 I learned, and that we didn't learn in class, was that animals were not spared during the Salem witch trials. So according to the website mentalfloss.com, animals were not spared during the Salem witch trials. There were many in Salem who believed that animals were capable of witchcraft, so they killed 2 dogs. One dog was shot because a woman claimed it tried to bewitch her, and after the local minister reasoned that if the devil did take over the dog, it wouldn't have been stopped by just a simple bullet. The second dog was thought to be a victim of witchcraft, and its tormentors left Salem before they could be tried in court. A 4-year-old named Dorothy Good was accused of witchcraft. On March 23, 1692, a trial was set against the 4-year-old after someone named Ann Putman testified that Dorothy tried to bite and choke her. Dorothy was imprisoned from March 24th to December 10th, all in 1692. Now that's just cruel. The final fact I learned was that Salem did not burn the witches at all. You may see depictions of it, but no, they did not burn the witches. Many of the accused witches were hung, but one of the 6 men executed was Giles Corey. As the site says, he refused to stand for trial. He believed that the court had already decided his fate, and he didn't want his property to be confiscated upon the verdict of being found guilty. Because he refused to comply with the court, he was given the sentence of being pressed to death. He was stripped naked and covered with heavy boards. Large rocks and boulders were then laid on the planks which slowly crushed him. To end this presentation, I'd like to read a poem based off the Salem witch trials. She'd stroll through the village, eyes fixed on the ground, when greeted the girl, scarcely uttered a sound. Since her parents' death a few years back, she lived on her own in no more than a shack. Her hair is as red as the fire of hell, and thoughts of men her innocence fell. They'd follow her in the light of day, besought by her particular way. They leave their wives in the dark of night, to spy as she danced beneath the moonlight. One woman swore by God that she witnessed her reading a book of magic so wicked. No wonder her husband held such foolish notions, possessed by this witch and all of her love potions. When questioned the girl, she could not tell. What power had she, if not by spell? Could take hold of a man, lead him into temptation, if not by witchcraft or some incantation. Her persuasion rooted in the evil they deemed, her protest heard by way of her screams. When they put her inside the old metal pot, it's with the will of the devil himself that she fought. It was said that her fate would be redeemed if her body remained below surface, named pure again in the eyes of God by those who stood to bear witness. Fully submerged, she struggled for air, sinking the angel with fire for hair. With Bibles in hand, they gathered around. Together they shouted while watching her drown. Redemption then granted, her sins pronounced clean by men who condemned her to death at 16. And that was my presentation on the Salem witch trials. I hope you enjoyed.